What's going on my people's YouTube? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's the R-double-E to the dash UN coming at you once again, doing it like no one else to the end. And I'm coming at you with my case that I will present to anyone out there who happens to see this video, who is either on the fence about Nintendo Wii U, completely unaware of Nintendo Wii U, or sadly misinformed about Nintendo Wii U. And it's no surprise that this is coming right before Thanksgiving, first of all. 4-day weekend begins right now. Happy Thanksgiving to all my peoples out there, man. We got a lot to be thankful for, man. No matter how bad this year may have been for some of y'all, believe me, it wasn't a good one for me. You always got something to be thankful for, man. So keep that in mind. Now, I didn't even take a sip, excuse me. Alright then. This is basically my infomercial. Excuse me, the voice is a little hoarse right now. My little boy got me sick, so I'm dealing with that. But basically, this is my case to anyone out there, as I said before, who's either misinformed, unaware, or on the fence about Nintendo's Wii U and why it is the console to buy this holiday season. I believe as a consumer and also as a video game enthusiast and a Nintendo fan, it's my job to inform the masses who may not know what they should know about something that they should know. So, without further ado, I'm going to be presenting 5 cases right now, 5 games that can only be found on the Nintendo Wii U come this holiday motherfucking season, and reasons why you should pick up the Wii U. And I'll be elaborating on each one. And if you want an actual system showcase or system review of the console, if you're watching this video, then you can look at my name, look me up, find my channel. I have a Wii U review in there from last November when I got the console, and check that out. There you'll find everything you need to know about the actual system itself, how it controls, what it comes with, and all that right out the box. Now, history has certainly shown that a video game console is only as strong as its software library. End of the day, it's really what it boils down to, because you can pack all the innovation, all the technology, all the hoopla, and smoking screens into a particular console. If there is not a substantial library of software behind that to back it up, all those innovations will fall flat and the system will bomb. Now, among this software lineup that is most necessary for a console to succeed and to be worthwhile investing in are what is called exclusives. And for those people who may not know, people who are unaware, who don't really follow the video game industry per se the way that I do, or many of the people who watch my channel do, exclusives are the name given to games that only come out on a particular system. So we're not talking Madden, we're not talking Call of Duty, we're not talking, Need for Speed and things like that. These are games, those are multi-platform games that come across every single console. We ain't talking about that. We're talking about exclusives. Games that you will only find on the Nintendo Wii U, or games that you will only find on the Sony PlayStation 4, or games that you will only find on the Xbox One. I had to do that. I had to take a shot at Microsoft. It's just so easy. But anyways, that's what an exclusive is. A game that will only appear in one place. One console, that's it. You ain't got that console, you can't enjoy that game. I have 5 right here. I have a couple more in my collection, but I chose these 5. I handpicked these 5 that I'm about to show y'all to show you what the Wii U has to offer, the diversity that the Wii U has to offer, and just the uniqueness of each one of these games and why they are perfectly suited for Nintendo's console, and Nintendo's console is the only place that you can enjoy these, what I call masterpieces. In no particular order. We're going to go right now with the one that I picked up at launch. When I picked up the Wii U, there was one game I bought with it on day one. One game and one game alone. It wasn't New Super Mario Bros. U, which is a great game, but that wasn't it. It was Zombie U. Zombie U is a return to classic horror survival. If you're the type of person that likes to watch horror movies or scary movies, because you like the feeling, as I do, of being terrified, of being in suspense, of being on the edge of your seat, well then this is the game for you. And it's only available on Nintendo Wii U, hence the name Zombie U. This game is a horror survival first-person game, and where you play from the first-person perspective, meaning you do not see your character, you only see your character's arms and hands, because you are literally playing from their viewpoint. And it is a first-person horror survival game in which you are one of very few survivors in London in 2012, and a zombie apocalypse has hit. The second major plague to hit London has hit. It has it has killed pretty much everybody, and those who it hasn't killed, it has turned them into flesh-eating zombies who are now just wandering the streets of London looking for their next piece of flesh to devour. Perfect stage for an amazing, epic horror survival adventure. Here you enter as a nameless survivor, where your Wii U gamepad. This is still the game that uses the Wii U gamepad the best to this day. A full year later after launching, this is still the game that shows you what Nintendo had in mind when the Wii U gamepad was designed. How it can innovate and revolutionize your gameplay experience. Such moments in the game as such as whenever you go look for a weapon or an item in your inventory. This isn't your traditional game where you would pause or go to an inventory screen. No. Your survivor has a backpack on. And to access the contents of that backpack, you simply swipe down on the gamepad screen, the touchscreen on the controller, and on that screen on the controller, you will see your entire inventory and be able to manage items and weapons and equipped and unequipped and all that. While that is happening on the big screen, on the TV, this perspective shifts from first person to third person, and you literally see your survivor rummaging through their bag as you're looking through your inventory on the gamepad screen. Now, not only is this innovative and fresh, but at the same time, it keeps the suspense up, because that means the game does not pause when you're doing that. And at any given moment, a horde of zombies can come upon you while you've got your head down looking at the gamepad screen. So it adds to the suspense. Other areas, when you go to pick a lock in a door, you'll see the gears or the mechanisms of the lock on the Wii U gamepad screen, and there with your finger, you're picking the lock. But on screen, you're watching your survivor as he's picking the lock to make sure there's no zombies or enemies creeping up on you. Pick up a sniper rifle. As soon as you pick up the sniper rifle, you literally hold up the Wii U gamepad like this. And when you do that, on screen, the perspective again shifts to third person, and you see your character cocking that sniper rifle. But on the pad of the game, on the screen of the gamepad, you literally see the scope and what you can see through the scope. And with motion controls, you can literally, boom, pick off enemies, sniping them one by one. Innovative shit like that is what you cannot find on any other console. To this day, Zombie U, a definite showcase for what the Wii U is capable of and where they're going in the future as far as game design goes. An amazing one-player adventure. Has a somewhat of an online mode where anybody that has a Wii U that you're friends with on your friends list and who also owns the game, they're infected survivors. When you die in this game, you die for good. You become someone else, and the person that died becomes a zombie, and if you want all your shit back, you gotta go track them down and kill them and get it out of their bag. It's real life shit. Okay, so many people who own Wii U's who happen to be on your friends list and also own the game, their infected survivors will show up in your game, in your safe house, and you can kill them and take their items. So that's very innovative, very fresh, very new. Just a great game all around. Has a pretty fun multiplayer mode, local multiplayer. Definite reason to pick up the Wii U this holiday season. Next, Pikmin 3, the latest masterpiece from legendary game designer who I aspire one day to be like, Shigeru Miyamoto, the boss, the messiah basically. And this is a real-time strategy game, man, and where you manage 3 different characters and their subsequent squads of Pikmin. Pikmin are these little alien creatures that you meet on this foreign planet. And they basically line up like soldiers and serve you. So you basically can assign tasks to the various different types of Pikmin to solve puzzles, collect fruit, make your way through the world, basically. And the whole objective of the game is to not only make your way through the world, but more importantly, to collect fruit, because the planet that you come from has run out of food resources, and you're here scavenging on this planet for new fruit and new resources that your planet can consume. So it's very, very intricate. The gameplay is just buttery smooth. All different control options available, whether you want to use the Wii U gamepad, whether you want to use your Wiimote and nunchuck, whether you want to use your classic controller pro, things like that. I mean, I'm not classic controller, a Wii U controller pro. Bunch of different variations of controls in this game. Very fun multiplayer mode, and also now they're releasing a lot of downloadable content for it, such as bonus missions and things of that nature for multiplayer mode. Just a beautiful looking game in HD, amazing graphics, Nintendo's usual flair. It's the type of game that when you sit down and you play, you never sit down and play for 10-15 minutes. You sit down and play for an hour or two, at least. Consuming. Sucks you into the story, sucks you into that world, and before you know it, you're controlling 3 different captains with squads of 60 Pikmin each. Directing them to do this. These Pikmin go over here and break this wall. These Pikmin go over here and fight off this enemy. Be careful with the predators. Things of that nature. It's amazing, man. Another reason to pick up a Wii U. Next, Wonderful 101. This is just an epic, frantic, fast-paced action-adventure title. Very much like a Beautiful Joe, if you remember that from the GameCube. But then again, if you're not that much of a gamer or you're on the fence and don't really know that franchise, it's a game in where you control 100 different superheroes at once as a team. And the team has a special power where they can unite their bodies together to form giant radioactive weapons, swords, fists, claws, whatever. And the gameplay is fast, frantic, very innovative, uses the gamepad in a lot of good ways. Epic story, epic music, the type of game that will suck you in and just it just feeds that action junkie desire or craving that you might have. It is the best action adventure title I believe that's come out this year. It's amazing. Platinum Games and Nintendo did a hell of a job. It's definitely worth you checking out the Nintendo Wii U just to have this game. Wonderful 101 is not to be missed. A lot of people have missed it because they listen to bullshit reviews from biased mainstream sites. I'm telling you, as a gamer who plays games, it's not a game to miss. Go get a Wii U for Wonderful 101. Next, Lego City Undercover. Now, I've told people before, I may be 30 years old, man, but this game, I will vouch for this game like no other. I hate Lego games, but this one, man, it's Grand Theft Auto, basically, in a Lego universe. Wide open world, sandbox type gameplay, beautiful visuals, innovative gameplay, hundreds and hundreds upon hundreds of collectibles. You will spend hours in this game. An intriguing story, very funny, very good dialogue. Excuse me. Amazing gameplay, and the gamepad is utilized again in ingenious ways, man. It's a very fun title. It really shocked me because I went out of my way to buy this, and I was like, man, I'm just buying this because it's an exclusive on Wii U. I'm not buying it because I want to play it. And as I started playing it, I was like, man, what a great purchase. I go back to it religiously, man. Lego City Undercover. Amazing. And last but not least, this is the game of the year. For those of you who don't know, it hasn't been announced, but it damn sure will be game of the year. And that is none other than the best game this generation, man. I mean, well, not this generation just started, so I don't want to say that. Best game of this year, I should say. Super Mario 3D World. Nothing else needs to be said. Mario in a 3D gameplay environment in full 1080p, glorious HD visuals, amazing level and game design, myriad of control options, multiplayer, local multiplayer for 4 players, plays buttery smooth. It's actually even more fun to play multiplayer than alone. Excuse me. But the game is super fun, amazing music, great, like I said, great level design. Just a game that you would sit down and feel like a little kid all over again because it is that fun. And at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure that's what we all play video games for. It's fun. So there you have it, man. Those are my 5 cases why you should run out and pick up the Wii U come this holiday season. Once again, Super Mario 3D World, Lego City Undercover, the wonderful, oh snap, sorry about that. The Wonderful 101. You like that catch, right? Pikmin 3. And Zombie U. All exclusive to the Nintendo Wii U. Unavailable anywhere other than the Nintendo Wii U. Amazing games. A variety. Look at the variety I just showed you. I showed you horror survival. I showed you action adventure. I showed you real-time strategy. And I showed you platforming goodness. In 5 games. And there's a lot more. There's Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. I'm so sorry. Nintendo Land. Super Mario Brothers U. New Super Mario Brothers U. A lot of stuff on the Wii U, man. Anyways, man, that's my time. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Anyways, this goes out to those people who may have stumbled across this video, really don't know what the Wii U is, or thought that the PS4 and the Xbox One were so much more superior. Yo, the Wii U is the best console coming out this generation. It's got a year head start. It's got a plethora of great games and exclusives that you can only find on its console, and it is more than worth your money. And it's also the cheapest system and the only motherfucker out there with backwards compatibility with your original Wii games and accessories and free online. Don't make me start preaching. God bless y'all. Stay gaming. Peace.